Hello and welcome to this video. I want to show you 3 locks that I recently bought. All of them are Burg Wächters, and these 2 padlocks are of really good quality. So I picked them and I can feel that they are actually quite resistant, and in a way that I expect a lock to be resistant if it's from Burg Wächter, and they fulfill my my expectations greatly. So these are really nice locks, and yeah, but how about that one? So I bought these 3 locks, yeah, to have fun with them, of course, but also to have exchange items when I trade locks. And this little round lock I bought, well, as a little sweet lock to exchange with someone maybe. So it's really nice. It's all steel. It's a 4-pin lock and operates alright, so it's very nice. But I was really frustrated when I picked it the first time. So make sure that the lock is locked. Use the tension here from the opposite side. And it actually doesn't matter what you stick in the keyway. I use my my rake that I recently received because all of my rakes were broken. So I apply tension here, go in, and it's open. And you can stick in whatever you want, it just opens. You can apply light tension or heavy tension, doesn't matter. So I'm really, well, I'm frustrated, I'm upset with the quality here. So it's a 4-pin lock, all right, but the bitting is really not too bad, and I wouldn't expect to open so quickly. So I cannot use this as a trade item. It's offending against someone who will receive this. It's actually not worth picking if it opens so fast. So what to do with this lock? I can give it back, okay. Maybe it's more effort and it costs shipment. I could just leave it as it is and forget about it. But I could also do some, again, some destructive opening tests with this lock. And that's what I want to do now. And to make really sure that no lock in this house has to suffer, as I always do, I use anesthetic for locks, and really I promise I always do that before I do something with my locks, which else is beside of opening with key or with pick. So no lock ever had and will ever have to suffer here in this house. So let's give it a good sleep. Alright, so this lock will not feel anything anymore, and yeah, I will take it downstairs to my lab. Okay, hold on. So I'm here in my test lab and the lock is clamped up in a vise. Let's tighten it up, and my first test is if I can pull out the shackle by applying some force. So clamped at the shackle, and I have here my metal bolt, and let's try to open it. Quite resistant. No, doesn't want to go. So, okay, I will clamp it up again, and then I will check if I can saw through that hardened shackle. Hold on. Okay, I clamped it in the vise again at the shackle. Tighten it up, and I have my steel saw here. And I don't know if it's really hardened because you can see some marks here from the vise. So I'm curious if I can get it through with my saw. Oops, fell down. And yeah, it's open. So I really don't know what I have to expect from a hardened shackle. Okay, it's not focusing. Now it's focusing. So it gave a little more resistance than the Chinese padlock, and I would say that the structure of the locking of the shackle is a little bit different, and it doesn't feel quite soft as the Chinese one, but I'm still surprised that I that I was able to cut through that shackle within some seconds. So I don't know. Maybe hardened is just like a little bit more resistance than the normal steel. I don't know. So hold on and I will continue. Okay, so my plan is to make a cut here at the surface and to just open the lock and see how it looks like inside. Okay, let's start. So it's really hard to open this housing. The resistance that this provides against my saw is extreme. So compared to the shackle, this material here is much stronger. And yeah, but I'm coming closer, as you could see, and yeah, I will continue. So that's the result of my work. That's the housing that I damaged. Yeah, as I said, my saw is no longer in good shape. So yeah, and here's the inner part. I will inspect that just in a moment. And here is the shackle bent from my violent attacks. All right, I will grab my key and see if this lock still works, and then I will have a closer look to this element here. Hold on. So here's the lock. The key is inserted and you can see that it's still in working order. And I want to show you how this actually works. I tear a part of the shackle and it was bent here, and I made it round again so that I can demonstrate how it works. So when you have a look at the locking mechanism, if you now the lock is in the locked position. And if you turn the key, you can see that this nose here goes clockwise, and this piece here retracts. So there's a spring here. So if it's in a locked position, it's yeah, more straight, and then it bends. And the shackle has a groove here and a groove there. And now it's in the locked position. So this nose here goes in that groove, and this metal here goes also in that groove. And as it is straight, you cannot move the shackle clockwise. You cannot move the shackle clockwise. So and now when you turn the key, first this goes is a little bit flatter. so it frees this part here, and at the same time the nose goes clockwise, and the shackle then moves in this direction and frees this space here. So that's how the locking mechanism of this disc lock works. Yeah, I will further take this apart, and then we'll have a look at the inner parts of the actual core. So hold on. Okay, the pieces are separated. These are the front and the back plate and some connection pieces and the spring and so on and so forth. And here we have the core, the actual core, with a clip here at the end. And let's see if it still works. Here we are, still works. Alright, so what is next? Of course, I will gut that core, gut that little lock here. Okay, hold on and I'll be back. Okay, back at my comfortable desk. I have only the core here, and of course I want to show inside. Okay, clip is gone. Take a key and turn it. Hope this works with that follower here. Okay. Lost the key pin, doesn't matter. Okay, 4 pins, all in working order, as you can see. Just normal pins, nothing special. Oops, pardon. Okay, so then I will just dump them out. I don't expect anything special here that would require to know the order. Yeah. Yeah, just standard pins, very small one. And well, also very small springs here. There's one. If you look at the plug, just a normal brass plug, also nothing special. And it's a aluminum housing. So I think one of the problems why I could open the lock so easily was because this is made with very little precision, so the tolerances are extremely high. It's just roughly made here with this piece of metal. Okay, I will arrange all the parts nicely for a final snapshot. Okay, here's the final picture, and first when I give you a close-up view again to the chambers of the Bible, you can easily see how rough they are made, and of course this this makes a lock extremely easy to open with picking or raking. It's just horrible what we can see here. Yeah, cylinder, the plug itself, it's pretty nice, and the pins itself also not so nice, but well, okay, I would say. If I would have to rate the quality of the different components, I would say that the core, or the Bible here especially, is the weakest part of the lock. So I don't know why they made it like that. They could have used also brass here for the housing, which would give much better picking resistance, or let's say they could have made it with a higher precision. So this is really the worst part of the look. I was also disappointed from the sawing resistance of the Shackle. It states hardened, but I don't know what hardened means actually, but I was surprised that I could cut through the Shackle so easily with my simple saw. So that was again a weak point. And I was surprised how much resistance this body provided. So it was extremely exhausting to cut through this metal here. And I didn't manage it finally because my blade, well, didn't have any teeth anymore. So well, this was a big surprise that it was so strong. Yeah, so much for this little lock. I hope you have enjoyed again this little violent attacks, and well, thank you very much for watching. Happy picking. Bye bye.